Welcome to 360 Strong Women. Today we are going to work on biomechanical balance, right side and left side. So we're going to do a whole sequence on the right side using one weight and a whole sequence on the left side, head to toe, using the other side and using a weight. So I'm going to put my weight down. For now, you're going to need a mat. Make sure you've got comfortable shoes so you don't slide. Make sure you have some water when you need it. You want to stay hydrated. I'm going to work through this pretty quickly. I'm not going to break down the muscle groups. I'm going to work my right side and my left side through a whole sequence, and I will put the sequencing in the description below. If you need tutorials on how do I do a curl, how do I do a hammer, a corner, an upright row, a fly, how do I do that properly with good form, hit our button, like, subscribe, and share to our channel, and go into our tutorials and do some of those videos so that you know what your proper alignment is. And there's all kinds of workouts in there for you to learn the technique, learn your alignment, know when you're doing things properly, and lots of workouts for you to do. Today we're focusing on biomechanical balance, right? So we normally have a dominant side. If you're right-handed, you're usually stepping out on your right foot first. If you're left-handed, you do things dominantly on your left side. And what happens is, it's not right or wrong, so don't hear that. Hear that because I use my dominant side maybe a little bit more, it may be a little stronger because I'm using it, right? Motion is lotion a little bit more. So I might be biomechanically imbalanced right side and left side, and that's normal. And what also happens is the origination of your muscle at different points could be in a different location. So you may have more range of motion on one side than the other. Could be because of use, but it could also be because of where the muscle originates onto the bone. So don't get discouraged. Think about working your right side and your left side and then taking a body inventory. So this is more about figuring out where I need more balance, right? Am I a little bit weaker on one side? Perhaps I'm lifting a little heavier on the other side, or overcompensating one side than the other. Our body tends to do that a lot. Or do I have more range of motion on one side and I'm tight all the time on one side? So for instance, this would be like functional fitness, just to take inventory of your body and learn about yourself so that when you work out, you can help yourself become more biomechanically balanced. Are we ever going to be perfectly balanced one side to the other side? I would say no. Your length of your bones might be longer on one side than the other. So there's all these considerations, but also how we live our life. So I'm right-handed, but I also am, when I'm a driver, right, I get into my car on my driver's side, I lift my hip up and get into my car, right? That's how most of us do it. So I'm always constantly in this motion, unless I'm the passenger, right? So I'm overcompensating on one side. So this hip may be a little tighter on this side than the other side. Think about things like that. For my guys out there, think about, do you wear your wallet in your back pocket? So that now when you sit down, are you a little tilted in the hip, right? So that could give you tightness, right, in your hip flexor or in your hamstring, and then that will change things. So how tight are you? That also changes biomechanical balance. And so we're going to go through this sequence, and I just want you to take inventory very quickly on right side and left side, and that's going to help you determine what your needs are. And then you can leave me comments below if you need help with this. So the first thing I want to do always is warm up my body a little bit. Now, we're not going to be crazy with this workout. I would suggest, because we are taking inventory, that you do something relatively light, not too light that you don't feel it, but light enough that you can do the whole sequence through without wrecking your form, without ruining your form. Like it's not too heavy for you for some things. All right. Just moving around my body, not mimicking anything yet. I'm going to be mimicking some of the things we're going to do. I want to twist it out, right? I want to open up my glutes. You know there's going to be a squat in there, right? Big leg muscles. I'm going to squat down. Remember, apple under your chin, knees behind your toes, sit down, load it up. I might go side to side. I might take a lunge. I might take a curtsy lunge. I might take a side lunge, right? Just kind of mimic what you're doing. Keep your knees behind your toes. We never want to shoot our knees this way. It's going to hurt you. Sit back in your chair. All right, I'm going to loosen my shoulders up a little bit. And it might be a hammer curl, a corner curl, a reverse curl, a press, a shoulder press, flies, rows, upright row. All right, so first, right side, then left side. I'm gonna, because I'm right-sided, my dominant side, I'm gonna do that one first. If you are dominant on your left side, you can do that one first. You're just going to do one side and then the other. I'm also going to split my stance because I'm going to start working in the upper body first. I'm going to roll my shoulders back, keep an apple under my chin. That just means I want my neck in a neutral position. I want to stack my scapulae. I want to pull my abs tight to my spine so that when I lift, now I'm relatively light, but if I were heavy weights, right, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be throwing my back and lifting with the low back. I want to lift with my arm. I want to keep this stable. So splitting your stance helps you do that. If you start to rock into the hip, you're going to feel it in your leg. You're going to feel it move. So split stance, because I can't spot you. I'm not spotting you. Roll it back. Keep it tight. So my palm is in first. My elbow is in front of my rib cage. I'm going to do a hammer curl. Palm in. Then palm up, regular curl. I'm going to take the elbow to the corner. Do a corner curl. I'm going to put my palm down. Do a reverse curl. Reverse coming up and down. Then I'm going to press my lat up over my head. And then go for a tricep, overhead tricep press. Elbows tight to the body and up. Come down to a shoulder press. Come up over, do an L press. Bring it down. Front lateral will raise. Go palm in to a nice fly. Come back, row it up, and then do an upright row. Then I'm going to step parallel. Grab my weight, squat down. Nice, beautiful squat. Do a side squat, a back lunge, LL, curtsy lunge, swing it over, a side lunge, knees behind your toes, beautiful, step up. I'm going to do a one-legged deadlift, tap down, tap up, bring my elbows out to the side, twist, twist, transverse motion, crunch, crunch. Now I'm on the other side. So I'm going to step again, split stance. Want room for my hip here, right? So I'm just going to switch, hammer curl, palm in, regular curl, palm up, corner curl, elbow tight. Now turn down. Now reverse curl. Beautiful. I'm going to press up like a lat press and then come right back, elbow to knee, nice and tight, tricep. Shoulder press. L press, back into those triceps. Bring it down, front lateral raise. Palm in, fly it out. Row, upper back, upright row. Step parallel, squat down. Side squat. Back lunge. Curtsy lunge. Side lunge. Here we go for that deadlift. Come on down, find your focal point. Elbows come out. Twist, abs, obliques, and crunch. Right side, left side. And I can tell, very smooth on my right side. It's my dominant side. I'm used to being there. Left side, I have to, my brain has to remember what to do. And you can see that when I was doing it. Oh yeah, this, not that. Right? It didn't flow as smooth. It was a little choppier. I'm not used to, this is like second nature to me over here. This I have to keep reminding myself. So just a note for myself, that's what happens. Now if I were to do it left side first and then right side, now if you do it a couple times, 3, 4, 5 times, right side, left side, right side, left side, or left side, right side, keep mashing it up, your brain will connect with your body and it will be smoother and smoother and smoother as you go. Just remember your form. Pull everything in and up. Just keep everything really nice and smooth. So first, we're going to do our hammer curl. Then I'm going to do my regular curl. Coming out for my corner curl. Coming down, reverse curl. Then I'm going to press up. Overhead tricep press. Exhale, shoulder press. Nice. Coming over for my L press. That's back into those triceps. I'm going to let it fall nice and gently for that front anterior shoulder raise. And then I'm going to take that palm in, do that nice fly, pinch it back for a row, and then do an upright row. I'm going to grab my weights, squat down, do a side squat, a back lunge, a curtsy lunge, working all the way around your legs, a side lunge, standing up, hip hinging forward for that deadlift, coming up, elbows out, twist, twist, crunch, crunch, other side. So I've got my hammer curl, my regular curl, my corner curl, my reverse curl, my press, my overhead tricep press, my shoulder press, my L press, my front lateral raise, fly, row, upright row, come down for my squat, my side squat, my back lunge, my curtsy lunge, my side lunge, my one-legged deadlift, and then twist, twist, crunch, crunch. I want you to do that 4 or 5 times, and then your heart rate will start to come up because you're in movement. You're also using a weight. Now, if it's too light, if the weight's too light and you can keep your form, move to a heavier weight and do another round and just see. You get 4 or 5 rounds in of that, you're working, and you can move up in weight. You can start with no weight and just work the form first, right? Okay. Again, if you're not sure about form, go into our playlist. Hit that button, like, subscribe, share. Go into the fitness playlist. Find a workout that works that muscle group and learn about your form. I always go over form when we do workouts. Today, right side, left side, or left side, right side. I did it both ways. Biomechanical body balance. All you're doing is taking an inventory of what's going on your right, what's going on your left. Is it easy, smooth, choppy? Like smooth. Everything flows. You know what to do. Your body knows what to do. Are you feeling a lot of range of motion? Or do you feel it's not smooth, it's choppy, I have to keep thinking about it, or I'm tight, I can't get the range of motion? So those are the kinds of things that you're taking an inventory on. Easy, harder, smooth, choppy, range of motion, light and airy, and I've got all kinds of range of motion, or choppy, it hurts when I get to here. Something's going on and we need to figure that out. Then I want you to go ahead and stretch those body parts, because you've done now 4 or 5, right? Stretch those triceps. Stretch that shoulder. Back. Around. Stay away from that elbow. You can open up your wrist flexors and extensors, right? Nice. Take it to the back. Open the chest. Up, down, forward. Ooh, put extension into that back and back. Take that side body stretch. Open up those obliques. Make your body tall. Other side. Woo! You may hinge down into a ragdoll and open up your low back as you work that deadlift. And you could come back, stretch your hip flexor. Stretch your hamstrings. Again, stretch that hip flexor. Stretch your hamstrings. There's lots of ways to do this. This is just one way. You can open up your adductors again and work into them. Open up your hips. And then roll it all the way up again. Nice ragdoll. Roll all the way to the top. L1 through 5, T1 through 12, C1 through 7. Really nice and tall, long. Roll those shoulders. Roll your elbows. Take that big breath up. Exhale that away and go in peace. So this was not really a workout. We were moving, and we do need to move. Remember, we want to move every day, at least 20 minutes. So you're going to put in another playlist and do a workout. But this is just taking inventory on right, left sides, biomechanical body balance. You need to know where you are, where you're sore, where you have great range of motion, where you're limited in range of motion, so that we can work on making that more balanced for you. This is just one way to do it. And so I wanted to bring this to light for you. You worked all the way through your body, all your muscle groups, pretty much. There's a few that I left out. And then you could go into a playlist and finish out a body part or do the other body part tomorrow. So we didn't hit calves. We missed some body parts, but the primary body parts, upper body, back, arms, quads, hamstrings, you got it. For just what? Range of motion and moving smooth, moving choppy. That's all you're looking for. Taking an inventory on that. And then you can go into our playlist and say, hey, I'm pretty choppy on my overhead tricep. My body goes out like this. Now I'm in my shoulder, not in my tricep. So maybe I need to go into the playlist and do triceps and learn how to do triceps better. So you could do that. Again, you can leave me comments below and I can help you with that. It's not a problem. I hope that you have a great day. Don't forget to hydrate your body, and I will see you for the next video. Bye.